Hello and thank you for watching. This is STSC back again with LEGO Transformers, Fender and Bender. Over my time on YouTube, I've made a number of duocons. They're one robot formed from two vehicles. But one thing I see requested time and time again is to do a reverse duocon, having two robots form one vehicle. I've always been interested in the concept, but just never got around to making one. That is, until now. That's right, this is my first reverse duocon. Decepticons, Fender and Bender. These two were thought up as members of T-Bone's crew of car crash themed Decepticons, and have an appropriate tow truck alt mode. Honestly, I love this truck mode. I think it has the perfect level of detail for this scale and just looks great. Up front, I've used the undersides of 1x1 plates to represent the headlights. Usually I would avoid having visible anti-studs on my models, but here I think the texture works perfectly. I've used some rounded elements to represent air filters embedded into the truck's nose, and the truck has a spiked sun visor made using teeth plates. In the back there's a pair of small gas tanks, and of course the tow arm. Due to transformation, there's two tow hooks, which may be a bit strange, but it greatly improves the robot mode. Bringing in their teammates for a comparison, I think they fit right in and make for a great addition to the crew. But that's all there is to say about vehicle mode, so now it's time to transform. Here we have Fender and Bender in their robot modes. The goal with these two was to make a pair of mischievous mini-bots, and I think I succeeded. But let's take a look at them individually, starting with Fender. Fender is definitely the muscle of the duo. He's a hunched over tough guy with powerful arms. His legs are super simple and formed from the front of the truck. His arms come from the cab and use the sun visor as claws. I can imagine him tearing through bots with his punches. Part of the truck's nose swings out on air filters to give him some little shoulder pads, beefing up his arms. As usual for builds at this scale, his head is a little bit abstract, but I like to imagine he has a bulkhead style underbite. And now let's move on to Bender. If Fender was the brawn, I like to think this guy is the brains. He's taller, slimmer, and features dark gray much more prominently than his partner. His legs are formed from the sides of the tow truck's rear end, and while they're very simple, I love their shaping. It feels very classic LEGO in a way I don't think my builds often do. His arms are formed from the tow arm, and this is why there was two hooks. They each form one of his hands, allowing him to tear into Autobots. Once again, Bender's head is fairly basic, but this time around I was able to fit in a spiky mohawk, and I think that's really fun. Bringing the two of them together, they make a great duo. They both have distinct personalities and fit together so well. A reverse duocon has been a long time coming, and I'm so happy with my first take on the concept. I love the combined alt mode, and the transformation is quick and satisfying. In robot mode, they feel so characterful and look amazing when paired up with T-Bone. I'd definitely like to do more reverse duocons in the future, but for now I think these two are a great first pass at the gimmick. Anyways, that's all I have for now, so I'll see you next time.